Welcome back everybody, Twitch367 here, and today we're going to continue with episode 21 of our Enigmatica 6 series here on the server. Once again, if you guys want to join along, go ahead and join the Discord, link to that in the description. We'll get you added to the whitelist and just kind of go from there. Last episode, we went ahead and got fluid storage. We also started getting into power so that we can get these energy or ender cells. Just because we want storage, or at least wireless power from up in the sky. So I think I want to kind of get a look around here and see kind of where I want to go with it. So I did grab extra food to just kind of eat so that we can still work towards getting those extra hearts. Just like that. Alright, let's just use this as a dump. Alright, there's the epic Oreo. That'll hold us over for a while, so let's just kind of wait. We can always just dump stuff into here too. So I'm thinking in Dungeons & Dragons Space Shuttles we started Astral Sorcery towards the end, and we just had a straight ladder all the way up. I kind of want to go something a little bit better than that. I kind of want like a whole staircase that just kind of wraps around, no matter how many stairs and how just big it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be worth it, and we also have these here to help us with our projects. So let's kind of see what blocks we're going to be working with, just because I want to match everything and just kind of keep it corresponding. So we're going to need a lot of this gray wood, oak logs, and some spruce planks, because I do kind of want to make some like rooms on the way up that we can always store stuff in, sleep, you know, just different rooms. Right, epic Oreo is going to be the next thing we eat. So I guess the first thing I want to do is kind of get the spacing figured out. So let's grab some oak wood. Kind of am debating on getting rid of that tree. Part of me likes it there, but the other part of me just thinks it's gonna get in the way of this build. No, let's try to work with it. Let's start with, it's like a lot of these trees might have to go, and we can just grow trees around it. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, the insane Oreo. Alright, those ones can stay there. We just need to get rid of this one. Okay, so I'm thinking we get rid of this. So I'm trying to picture where I want the first corner, because I kind of want it to like fit into what I already have going on here, because I kind of want to make some other just buildings and whatnot. Like I still want to make a little mining building next to that. I have not forgotten. So I'm thinking probably here would be a good corner starting point. And it's just how big do we want to go with it? Because it's going to be really tall, so I kind of want it to have support. Especially if it's going to be up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if like an 11 by an 11 is going to be nice. All right, so if I hit that, we can kind of see I want to make sure I'm completely covered if I'm going to be heading here. All right, so right there. I kind of want to start it here, like the initial staircase bit. All right, let's go grab some stairs. Which we do have a bit of. All right, how do we... All right, and I think I want slabs too. I say I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of a rough kind of plan, I guess. All right, we do still have morphing tool. I really don't need on me right now. Same with these ender cells. Today's just going to be a little bit of a building episode. I think next episode will be more of either finishing this if we don't finish, or just kind of the actual setting up. And something like this. And then it's just a matter of continuing up. Of course, we'll kind of finish building this part up real quick. Then we'll take a step back because I still need to figure out some sort of railing. And I know a ladder would be probably quicker, but I think this is gonna look better. So let's kind of take a step back. Okay, I think it's looking good already. Obviously, just kind of need supports. So this build is actually going to be bigger than I thought, because like these supports are going to kind of keep going with the tower itself. I should have kind of thought about that. Do we necessarily need one there? I don't think so. And then I'll go 3 out here. Okay, and nice little sunset we got going on there. So let's go ahead and build these up like tall. You know, just kind of a little rough. It doesn't need to be a certain height or anything. I just want them to be tall so I know where I'm working and what I'm working with. Okay, and then of course also need to go out 3 blocks on each plus corner. So also 3 here. And this will help just kind of visualize what we're gonna have going. Yeah, this is a pretty big build. And I do want to kind of like add support beams and everything else and just kind of rooms throughout it. So like that's another thing we have to keep in mind. I'm just not 100% sure where certain rooms are going to be or whatnot. So I'm just trying to get like the main structure built. Okay, and then we are almost there. Okay, so that tree might be a problem. It also might not, and say it could just be in the perfect spot where it's just not going to be a problem at all, which should be the case because that should kind of come up well above it. All right, let's take a step back, kind of see what we're working with for size now. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice a nice size there. I almost kind of wish I moved it a little bit more that way though. But that's fine, because then I can still add a path through here to my animals. And then I'm still thinking about setting up like a Botania area back here. I think that would be pretty beneficial. So I'm thinking here at least we can do some kind of support. Maybe even just every time it gets to like this level here, we can add in some supports. I'll even add it to the beams here too. And then there should be a middle, which should be, yeah, it's 11, so it would be the 6th block. And then of course we'll continue with more of these supports. Add a light there. All right, how did these supports look before I kind of get too far with them? It definitely does look a little bit more structured. And then we'll have just kind of like support, support, support. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. All right, let's finish with these supports real quick. We'll have to add some texture and make it not so 3D. Hope I put that in the wrong spot. That's a little bit more like it. And then this will finish up this little long haul here. And it for the long haul. So maybe next episode is just going to be more building, and then over the weekend or just kind of throughout the week, I will see what I can do for the rest of it. This way, when we kind of come back next week, everything will be kind of ready to go. And we're not just still waiting on this huge project that I decided to kind of do last second. Okay, so almost there. Say we're honestly really close to being done with just this layer here. And then just add some lights. Just so that nothing spawns on the platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6th. And I can just look across for this one. Then I can also just kind of look across. Alright, now let's kind of take a peek at just this, because this is the first layer of our kind of like foundation that we have going on. That is honestly looking pretty good. Definitely needs some kind of texture, just because it's so flat, but we can get something in there. Some support beams, holding up support beams, because I want to have like some just kind of things in here holding at least the middle bit. Especially if the middle bit's gonna have like rooms here and there, which I still don't know how I want to go about doing, especially if I'm gonna have the stairs like this. I guess we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get there. Okay, and then from here I add in the 9 slabs. Torch, wait, I was actually torching. The wood, because that's where I torch it on all the layers. And then that'll go there. You know, I could also put... Alright, come on. I say, I just realized I could put it under the stairs. Nope, not torch, I need dig. So then I had to kind of come back under these stairs too. Alright, let's go home real quick. Just because we do still have some time, I would at least like to get some more wood in. There we go. Oh, let's just grab some more of that wood too. Alright, do that. There's some stairs for us. And I think that's all we really just need at this very second. Yeah, let's just kind of take a step back now that I think about it, since we actually have another staircase going up. It's definitely the project. This is going to be a bigger build here. But it is fully worth it, in my opinion. Alright, And I do kind of want to take a look at it from the side too, kind of through the trees. Ooh, instead of like rooms in the middle bit, what if we... I'm getting some ideas now. I say I don't want to spoil anything just because I want to kind of check some things out this weekend, or just this week too. Just kind of before next week's videos. And I guess let's go back. Yeah, this is gonna be huge. And this isn't even like all of it either. Probably going to end up being one of my favorite builds at the end of this. I mean, I already feel tall just at this level. Just kind of build up a bit. Build this one up more. I guess that'll go that way too. And just like that, we have I gotta figure out what Y level to go to also, because I guess that'll also impact how I want to do the rest of the build. Yeah, I'll figure out what level we need to go to, and I'll kind of write it down. And then when we kind of come back, we'll know what level. Right here. And just to kind of help with the mob spawns, because I don't want any uninvited guest. All right, let's take a peek before we kind of wrap things up. I say that's looking good. Let's take a screenshot. All right, I say we'll go ahead and wrap things up there. Next episode, we're just gonna keep working on this, keep building it up, maybe start messing with some of the ideas I've had. I definitely am going to write down the Y level. So I'll just go to like my one Dungeons Dragons Space Shuttles video, figure out what Y level I chose for that, and we'll just kind of go with that Y level. But with that, I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.